Of the games that released over this last year, none had me more hyped than Death Stranding. My introduction to this game was seeing the E3 2017 trailer. I was already a raving mad frothing at the mouth fan of Metal Gear, so when I saw this bizarre, incredibly vague trailer for a game being made by Kojima's own independent studio, I lost my mind. I was hooked day one. I mean, the thing I love most about the Metal Gear games were the cutscenes, absolutely the best parts of those games. I call them interactive movies. So this 2017 trailer that's just a long cutscene of some insane sci-fi garbage was just straight up crack for me. And those lines by Norman Reedus?
Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave birth to time and space. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
Well, you get the picture. I'm not going to show the whole trailer. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. Before I get into it, one thing I want to say up front is that this is not a comprehensive review as I hadn't recorded the last half of the game. I finished it a few weeks ago and I also kind of rushed through it. And please don't mistake me saying I rushed through it for meaning I was bored with it. I certainly wasn't. It was more that I felt the worry of seeing game end spoilers kind of creeping up on me since I managed to dodge them for so long and wanted to be sure I could have my own genuine reaction to the game's conclusion. As a result, this is sort of half-baked stale review focusing on my favorite moment in the game. But this moment that I'm focusing on will hopefully give you a pretty in-depth but succinct look at how I feel about the game. So at a portion roughly halfway through the game, you meet one of the main supporting characters, Mama. Following some spoiler events I won't get into, you're tasked with transporting her to one of the many facilities that dot the landscape of the game's depiction of post-apocalyptic America, or post-Stranding America, wink wink. This particular facility is situated in a mountain range. Now for starters, there was no time limit on this particular mission, and no predetermined route as a result of some sort of in-game event or some other kind of writing nonsense like that. It was entirely up to me what route I chose to take, and +1 right there for letting myself, the player, really take ownership of the experience I'd have in this mission. The second bit requires some explanation. There are multiple points throughout the game where a song will begin to play and the camera will pan out, giving you a wider view of the landscape as you complete some plot advancing mission. I want to be upfront in saying my memory of how the events unfolded in this mission were imaginary in part, as I believe this also happened during this mission. It did not. But before we go saying this should invalidate what I'm trying to say, I want to make this point. Those earlier missions that demonstrated the aforementioned experiences resonated so deeply with me. The game held my attention so intensely and kept me so engrossed that my very memory of this mission was something even grander than the actual contents of it were. And if that's not a generally fantastic experience in a game, I don't know what is. To kind of give you an idea of how those moments I spoke of earlier kind of felt and to give you the feeling I have from remembering this mission, I'll play the clip now unedited with the song I had remembered as the one being played.
We knew each other's thoughts without saying a word.
And in the middle of a dull-lit, weightless street, stands the shadow of a man shaped just like me. My curiosity keeps me confused. But still I stand here on my own, with nothing left to lose. Don't accept, wash away my sins. Simply trouble my walk home and my 'cause I never said no or put up a fight. And I'm emotionally impaired when I look at you. Trying to keep these bones inside my skin, but my body's in the hole my shadow digs. And as I struggle to maintain my position, dried from this heart of rusted tin. And I wonder if I survive this without you.
Based on this one event, this game is in my all-time top 5. It's rare that a game is able to give me such a strong sense of ownership regarding the choice I made, and the addition of music in experiences earlier in the game, and what eventually ended up being my memory of that particular mission, it's something unbelievably unique for a player. The rest of the game is full of experiences just like this, though none as powerful. Later sequences are moving, but for different reasons. Overall, though, this game was absolutely stunning, from visuals to engaging gameplay mechanics to the very premise of the game being so perfectly woven into your faceless interactions with other players. I'd highly recommend checking out gameplays if you haven't already, or just straight up buying and playing it for yourself. And to be clear, this is 100% a walking simulator and menial task simulator that de-emphasizes action, so if that isn't your groove, you likely won't enjoy the game. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care. Have a good one.